Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this one, I just want y'all to bear with me because this is my first crossover What If, and I have not watched 7 Deadly Sins yet. I do that to piss off the people that want me to watch it just for the satisfaction of knowing that I pissed them off. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is that the picture that you see now is the highest level of the mark on his head he gets, but that's pretty overpowered in the Naruto universe because he's going to be able to infuse it with the Nine Tails. So this is how this is going to happen. Naruto, I'm going to say, is born a little bit earlier in canon. He's not born, I'm going to say he's 2 years old. Just 2 years, no. Yeah, 2 years old when the Nine Tails attack happens. So now everyone knows that this is the fourth Hokage's son. Everyone. If you don't know, you're fucking weird. Anyway, so everyone knows that this is the Hokage's son. Zeldris, this is how Zeldris got there. Zeldris died, I'm gonna say, I don't know when. Because I don't know if he's dead or not. Anyway, so Zeldris died. He got, pulled through a portal, I'm gonna say. And right in the middle of Kushina and Minato doing their thing, Zeldris just so happened to see an opening and slid in her DMs. So yeah, the only problem is that Minato and Kushina don't know where the fuck this nigga got his black hair from, that weird ass tattoo on his face when he's a child, and he didn't look nothing like them, and he's literally their child. Because let's be honest, I don't think anybody in the Leaf would really want to date Kushina. And I don't think Kushina would really want to date anyone else but Minato. Because let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Anyway, so yeah. Then, Nine Tails attack happens. But instead of it being like a birth, or like a baby being born or whatever, I'm going to say the seal weakened over time. And then Obito just struck then. And since Naruto was 2, I'm gonna say Kurama was watching the little nugget grow up, and Kurama took a liking to the little nugget because he sensed something in him. That's Kurama's name for Naruto / Zeldris. Did I should call him Zeldris or Naruto? I'm gonna call him Zeldris. Yeah, Zeldris. So that's what Kurama calls Zeldris. Nugget. So yeah, so the Nine Tails attack happens, and I'm gonna say their main priority was to make sure that the fourth Hokage's son was okay, because that was Minato's first priority, that and Kushina. But, obviously Kushina wasn't. I'm gonna say Kushina was alive a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, because he didn't have to worry about taking Naruto anywhere. He was just having to worry about Kushina. I'm gonna say Kushina was injured badly. She's still on death. She's still gonna die, but not die immediately. She's in the All Might state of death. She only has a year or two to live, damn near. So, Naruto, after all of that, Naruto doesn't really progress past 2 years old, so he is held back a little bit. No, I'm gonna say everybody was born, everybody in Naruto's class was born 2 years in the past. That way Naruto's not older than everyone. Fuck, should I do that? No, I'm not going to. Because there's very valid reasons why. I'm gonna make certain people, I'm gonna make Hinata and Sasuke and possibly and Tamari. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the part where everything gets interesting. So then the Nine Tails attack. Kushina still gets stabbed, but she's I'm gonna say she gets like a year or two left to live before, like, her most of all of her organs fail and stuff like that. Because I'm saying, like, the Nine Tails actually, like, swiped her. Like, Minato was able to get there and move her out the way, but I'm still saying the Nine Tails, like, swiped her when he was underneath the Genjutsu. So I'm gonna say she got like little broken bones and stuff like that. So Kushina's just always in the hospital. She's never at home. So Naruto, like, he gets taken care of by, I'm gonna say, Sasuke's mom. So Itachi messes with Naruto, but mostly it's Itachi taking care of Naruto. Only time the mom takes care is when, like, Zeldris, aka Naruto, gets too out of hand for Itachi. But that rarely happens, so yeah. And I'm gonna say at the age of 4, which is when she should be dying, I'm gonna say, like, a few weeks after Naruto turns 4, she dies. But before she dies, she tells Naruto, like, yo, you gotta get strong, mate. You gotta get strong so you can beat the dude ass that killed me and your pops. And then she dies. I shouldn't have made that noise. Anyway, so Naruto at this point literally just has, Zeldris at this point just has, like, full blown hatred. And I'm gonna say this is where he unlocks, like, the first seal, because that's his second form in the picture. After I'm gonna make that a second form. Yeah. So, like, Itachi notices this, and they're like, is that the Nine Tail seal? So he alerts the lower third, and the third comes in there, and he's getting ready to, strap some seals and some tags on this nigga, like, on Zeldris, and they look at it, and it's like, that's not the seal, that's something completely different. And I'm gonna say Naruto, like, Zeldris just erupts in some weird blackish aura, and he just breaks down. And Sasuke and Naruto at this point are the same age. So Sasuke, Hinata, like, they all cool. So they know what Naruto going through. But since everything happened, they haven't really went to school at all. Because of everything that's going on. And first off, Naruto wasn't able to go to school because, his mom, I'm gonna say lower third wanted Naruto to be with his mom at, like, all times, like, be able to have full access to his mom at all times. Sasuke didn't go to school because, the Uchiha clan was still under suspicion of the Nine Tails attack. Hinata wasn't going to school because, I'm gonna say her pops, was training her, and since she's older than Neji at this point, I'm gonna say she's just a little bit better than Neji, because she, with strength comes age or some shit like that. I mean, with age comes strength or some shit like that. So, like, this is the start of the anime. There's 6 now. There's 6. So Itachi still has to slaughter the clan, but at this point in time, Naruto, like, Zeldris isn't like the happy-go-lucky Naruto. He's always emitting, like, this weird, like, little blackish aura that basically just tells people, like, don't fuck with me or you will die. Like, the most boldest shit ever. Like, he's on some X Games mode type shit. Snort G Fuel type shit. So, yeah, man's is in this bitch like, bro, leave me alone. And since Zeldris was a sword master, oh yeah, he's a sword master. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say he takes, cause I'm gonna say Kushina gave him the sword that she used to use when she was Konoichi. So yeah, Zeldris, I keep messing it up. Zeldris takes the sword and That's basically like his prized possession. Like no one touches the sword, and he also has one of Minato's kunais like on his like on him at all times, but no one really knows where it's at. Like he just can pull it out at random ass times, and no one will know where it's at. Well, I'ma say, shit. He keep the sword and the kunai on him. Like that's like his everyday options. Like mans don't take them nowhere. Like he don't go nowhere without them too. So Uchiha massacre still happened, and everybody know about the big three. The big three is Zeldris, Sasuke, and Hinata. Hinata has to be the happy-go-lucky one of the group because of the fact that both Zeldris and Sasuke are fucking edgelords now. What the fuck? But like, Sakura still fell head over heels for Sasuke. Yeah. So they get into class and the big three sit together and everyone's wondering like, yo, what, like, aren't they supposed to have been in like what's the names and stuff? And I'm gonna say Hinata's like, bro, like relax. We're only like 2 years ahead of y'all. Y'all are like 6, we're 8, bro. Like, shut up for one of these dudes make you. And they'll just kind of like just releases his chakra, aka like his little weird magic power bullshit. And it kind of intimidates everybody in the classroom. And Hinata looks at him like, yo, that is not nice. And I'm gonna say Sasuke like kind of puts his arm on Zeldris, aka Naruto. You know, Zeldris kind of like, he reels it back in. And everyone else comes into class. Or Kiba walks in, and you know, he gets in there, and he sees them, and he's like, oh, so it is true. You three finally decided to come to school. You know, you guys could have been in a group by now. You know, your own little ninja squad and stuff. And I'm going to say, Hinata was like, yo, this is not something you want to do. You talking to the wrong people. And Kiba was like, oh, says the working hard Hyuga. I heard there's someone named Neji that's like damn near on your level, fam. Like, what are you finna do about that? Also, not question. I don't know which ages they were. I think they were like 12. So Naruto would be 14. No. Yeah, they would be. Okay. So, everyone's still born at the same time, but the Nine-Tails attack doesn't happen until 2 years after. So yeah, why not? Yeah, okay. So everyone's 14. No, everyone's 12 in the like little room. So they're all talking, like just chatting it up. And Kiba walks in there and he starts talking shit. And Hinata was like, yeah, this is not something you really want. And Kiba keep going. And he started talking about like how Zeldris used to be like this outgoing prodigy of sorts, and ever since, you know, his mother died, you know, he's just been out of it. And Joe just kind of like just stands up, just starts like he just leaves out the classroom. And when he comes back with a sword. And I'm gonna say the only reason why he's not allowed to carry it in school is because the third told him he couldn't, but it is always in the office. So he comes back with a sword, and he basically tells Kiba, If you say some more shit, I'm gonna cut you in half. And it's not gonna be quick. It's gonna be slow and painful. Because you will feel every inch of this blade. Wanna know why? Because my mother gave it to me. And this is my precious. And I will cut you in half with it. And he basically goes and put it back. And Kiba sits down. And then the teacher walks in and was like, whoa, what did Naruto have to pull out the sword for? And everyone looks at Kiba. And I'm going to say them almost immediately. Kiba was like Kiba just became like the least liked person in the classroom. So Naruto, like in the middle, because Naruto hasn't just been slacking off. Naruto's a prodigy. So like most of the stuff that they're teaching him in the class, he doesn't need to know. So like he'll just sit there and meditate. And everyone knows he's meditating, but no one really gives a fuck because it's Naruto. Well, Zeldris. And Naruto tells everybody to call him Zeldris because that's more familiar to him. And when they was like, who called you Zeldris? He just said his mom did. So everyone calls him Zeldris. So that's what I'm going to try to do and not call him Naruto. So, Naruto, oh fuck. Zeldris is like, he's meditating and he's talking to Kurama. And Kurama was like, yo, like, you got some unworldly type powers. And Zeldris kind of tells him, like, technically, I'm not even from this world, fam. I just took the little kid body over. And now we're here. And he said, oh yeah, I am, Nugget. I've been watching you this entire time, and I vibes with you. I vibes with you. You know pain. Yeah, I vibes with you, my guy. So I just want to apologize for offing your parents. I was underneath a genjutsu. I didn't really have any options, and Zeldris was like, well, I guess it's alright. You were underneath a genjutsu, so it's fine. Just know, if you hurt any of my friends, you will be dead. And, yeah. So, like, the class ends, and I'm gonna say, like, Hinata and Sasuke don't move until Naruto's, like, just done. Like, he just opens his eyes and, get ready to go. And I'm gonna say almost every few seconds right before they get released, Naruto, like, releases. Like, just randomly just wakes up. So, yeah. I'm definitely taking a nap after this. So yeah, Naruto basically just sits there and he's talking to the Nine Tails. And the Nine Tails is like, well, given the fact that, you're the first actual person to ask for my name and not just jump to conclusions, I'm gonna lend you some power every once in a while, as a form of rent money. And Zeldris is kind of like, why don't you just give me all your power? And that way you don't have to pay for rent. And then Kurama was like, bro, if I did that, you would be too strong. And there would be no challenges for you. And Zeldris was like, good point. Oh, shit. He was like, good point. Anyway, how do you feel about, and he basically just starts going on about the different people in the class. And Kurama tells him, like, yo, I can sense people's emotions, right? And Zeldris is like, oh, word, bet. So who you sensing? And he said, nobody right now. Like, the only people that sit next to you is Sasuke and Hinata. Everybody else listening like some plebs. And Zeldris giggles a little bit. And he's like, all right, bet, bro. I'm like, yeah, we chilling for right now. And, like, it was hard. The bell rang. one of the fuckerings to let them out. So they all leave. And on the way to like the Hyuga place to drop off Hinata, I'ma say they run into like say they run into some shinobi. And I'm gonna say the shinobi do not like Naruto or Sasuke, but they are okay with Hinata. But Hinata don't mess with them because they don't mess with Sasuke and Naruto. You know, those are homies. You can't be doing that. So they start talking stuff, and Naruto kind of just tries to like walk away. But they start like when Sasuke and Naruto walk past when they grab Hinata, and Naruto just pulls out the sword and like in a matter of seconds just appear behind one of them. I was like, you keep doing what you're doing, and I'm show the whole world your insides in a matter of seconds. Keep playing. Come on, do it. Do it again, bitch. And so like the other, I'm gonna say they're Genin. They're not Jonin. They're Genin. They're Genin. And in the middle of like that, the other Genin tries to grab Naruto from behind. That shit sounded gay, but basically try to like get Naruto from behind. I'm gonna say Sasuke put a kunai to his neck and we're like, come on. And then, the whole world needs to see what the inside of your neck look like. They need to see what they're working with. And I'm gonna say like their instructor just like gets there and they're like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Like, you decided to mess with the fourth Hokage's son, the last remaining Uchiha, and a Hyuga girl. You have to be the stupidest Genin I have ever trained. And yeah, so oh my god, bro. That happens. And they drop Hinata off, and Naruto, Zeldris and Sasuke go their own ways. And when they go their own way, I mean they quite literally go their own way. Like, one of them goes in one direction, and the other one goes in the other. So Naruto basically, okay, listen. Wait. Okay, never mind. I could keep going. So, like, the next day comes up, and basically, this is how it goes. Naruto gets Hinata, then Sasuke, and sometimes Hinata gets Sasuke, then Naruto, or Sasuke gets Hinata or Naruto, and vice versa, basically. Like, they basically take turns picking each other up. And that's like only a thing to give them like just a little bit extra sleep. So Naruto or Zeldris, they get to the room, and almost immediately they notice like, oh, it's time to pick teams and stuff. So all the canon teams are the same. Everyone's the same. Naruto and Sasuke are not happy that they got put on that team with Sakura, but given the fact that they don't know what Sakura does, they're not judging her by anything major. They're just judging her based upon the way that she looks and stuff. Oh my god, bro. And I'm gonna say Hinata's a little upset. So Naruto was basically like, if it makes you feel any better, fam, we have Sakura. Y'all got this. And I'm gonna say just a couple minutes later, Neji is walking to school as well. And when they're walking, they see Neji. And Neji turns and he's like, yo, like, what's good? What's cracking? And not like they like Hinata and Neji walk up, you know. They dap each other up, give each other a little bit of fist bump. Just a little fist bump, something slight. Anyway, so Naruto basically, like, he's heard of Neji and how he's like a prodigy, almost reaching Hinata's level in strength and power and strategies, but nowhere near her level. Like, he's almost there. So Neji was like, yo, Naruto, just to like train our strengths, you want to see how strong I am? And Naruto was like, why not? And this is why I'm gonna be ending this part off. Now, sorry that this part is so short. I'm gonna make a part 2 probably later on today, but I'm extremely tired. I need to go to sleep. Peace out.